Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today here we are with one more interview experience. So if you want to know like what kind of interview one can pressure before taking up an interview with Scient, or if you want to know like what kind of interview process Scient follows, then this video is for you. So in this video basically I will be walking you through the interview process that I have underwent at Scient, and at the same time I will be sharing you the interview questions that I have encountered in the interview process. So firstly I would like to talk about the interview process. So the round or first thing that happened to me was an online test which consisted of like 40 objective type of questions and two coding questions, and most all of the objective type of questions were from SCJP book, SCJP or OCJP book. If you are preparing for certification, Java certification, then it would be a cakewalk for you, because all the questions are from the one book called SCJP book. So as I have already cleared that, so it was very easy for me, and there were average coding questions. After the clearing the online test, there were two technical rounds, like round 1, round 2, both were technical round, and upon clearing those rounds there was one manager round and one HR round to discuss the salary. So this was about the interview process. And coming to the role for which I have applied, it was for senior software engineer. The location, it was Bangalore location. Like the job, after the lockdown I have to join Bangalore's office, so the location I gave it as Bangalore. Experience is of 6 plus. Interview type was completely online. So this interview happened couple of days, you can say like a weekend, weekdays, everything combined, like all the rounds happened on weekend and weekdays as well. So how I got shortlisted is like through Naukri. My resume was shortlisted. I got a call from one of the recruiting agencies. Then upon having a discussion about what they are looking out for and what uh, I have like technical stack, then I was shortlisted for the interview. So this was about the interview process, complete interview process. So before getting into the questions, I would like to give a short introduction of ourselves, like who are we and what we do. So we are basically a bunch of software engineers who attend interviews and share our interview experiences through these videos. So if you want to share your interview experience as well, so you can reach us at the email ID that is given in the description. So if you see the company names, these are the company names that we have already shared our interview experiences. So if you are on our channel for the first time, you can visit our channel and you can have look at these videos as well. So please do subscribe, as there are many more interviews that are in the line. So this was about a short introduction. So let's jump into the interview questions that I have faced. So the first question that I have faced was, what is your technical stack? What all technologies have you used in your project? How much do you rate yourself in the technical stack that you have telling? So this was the question, first question that I have faced. So uh, as it was already mentioned in the resume as well, so I have given all the technical stack that I know, and I have also said that from past few years I have been using so and so technologies, because if I take Apache Camel, which I have worked 3 years back, but from past years I haven't worked on Apache Camel, so I have mentioned that as well. Because if you say if you have worked on Apache Camel, and there can be a chance that heavy questions can come up from Apache Camel, which I required some brushing up. So when I said that how many years back I have worked on so and so technology, and what are the technical stack that we are currently following in my current project. So coming to the next question, it was about architecture. So please explain your project architecture. So explain in detail. So while explaining the project architecture, there were many questions like what type of caching you are using, what type of authentication you are using, and this kind of questions were there. And so like what are the, like how you are connecting to your DB. So these were the cross questions that I have faced while explaining the project architecture. The next question, on what features of Java 8 have you worked? So I have almost worked on many few features of Java 8, except date and time APIs. I have worked on most of the features. So explained him. And one more thing was, this was an interview happening through the Zoom call. So they were asking me to share my screen, and using Notepad++ or Notepad, I was asked to write the code like pseudo code. They haven't given me a chance to use Eclipse here, so just want to mention that as well. So the next question is, what explain in detail what are lambda expressions. So explain in detail like what are lambda expressions and what benefit do we get when we use lambda expressions here. The next question is, how lambda expressions and functional interfaces are related. What is optional, why, and how can we use it. So now this has become a mandatory question in for Java developers, I believe, because if I attend 10 interviews, in 8 interviews I face this interview or this is interview question like what is optional, how to use it, and when to use it. So if you are not aware of it, please go through it. The next question is, what is the purpose of limit method in Java 8. So basically a limit is we use it on streams. So whenever, if at all, there are a list of 10 objects and based on some criteria, if I want to fetch the for employees whose salary is first, if there are 10 employees and if I want to get the employees of top 5 salaries, so we can limit it using 5 by ordering it, and then we can limit it by 5. We can get top 5 employees here. What is the difference between intermediate and terminal operations in stream? How do you test your code? JUnit and integrations code. So basically I was asked to write one simple Java code where it will, based on some certain age, a pension will be credited. If an employee is having greater than 60 age, he will be getting pension of so like 2000. If it is his age is greater than 65, then he will be getting a pension of 5000, like that. So that logic I was they asked me to write. It was basic a simple if else conditions, so I have written that. And after that, writing that, they asked me to write a JUnit for that, so covering all the scenarios like negative scenarios and positive scenarios here. So I have written the JUnit there. And there were few questions on Mockito as well. So when do we go for Mockito, power Mockito, and in what cases we will mock the methods. So I have to explain all those things. And coming to the integration test, so I was asked to write one REST API. I was asked to create one REST API. It was a simple REST API which will communicate with another REST API. So for that also, how you will write integration test. So it was like this was a pseudocode of REST API things, was a pseudocode, and I was asked to write integration test. So I have used Jersey here. So using Jersey server, I have created the integration test and shown them the example. It was not 100% correct code, but it was a pseudocode. So that was about this question. Coming to the next question, so bug. So when you are assigned a defect, how do you fix it? Explain all the steps you follow. So basically I have to say what all steps we follow. So whenever we are assigned a defect, firstly we will go with logs on what all things that are attached with the defect. Like if we are using Jira, we can have a section where attachments are available, like basically there would be logs or screenshots and all those things will be there. So explain them in detail, like how do we follow, like what all steps we follow while fixing the defect, having calls with testers to replicate the scenario in lower environments, because there are many times defects, especially prod defects, are not reproducible in the lower environments. So explain that as well. Coming to the next question, how do you majorly look for what do you majorly look for while doing code review? So when coming to peer reviews, so I majorly look for firstly the functionality, and if at all this function, the newly added functionality is having impact on other things. And then at the same time we'll ask the developer to run all the existing test cases, so to us to check whether the existing test cases are working fine or not. And I'll see the test cases for the newly added code. Then I'll see if, as we are using Java 8, I'll see whether we are using Java 8 features or not. Then there are Sonar and Vera code issues, scans that will run. As I am working from few years on that, I know what all will get caught up there, so I'll be asking them to fix those before checking in the code. The next question is, based on what do you prioritize your work, or how do you prioritize your work? So basically we follow Agile. So here our Scrum Master, uh, after discussing with the product owner, like PO what we call, they will prioritize the work, and they'll give the ranking, the priority of the task. So that is an easy task for us. So whatever direction we get from our scrum masters and POs. So we'll pick up the task and we'll work on that. How does concurrent hash map achieve scalability? This is a basic question, so explained him. The next question was again on map itself, flat map, sorry, identity hash map. So what is identity hash map and how, when it is used? So I haven't used anywhere, like I didn't get any chance to work on identity hash map, but I know it works on double equals rather than equals. It checks the double equals, so I have said the same thing. So the next question is synchronized. What are the types of garbage collectors in Java? So explained, like I was not very good at this thing, like garbage collection concept, so I have explained him something that I know. What is the difference between collections dot synchronized map and concurrent hash map? So explain him the difference between these two things, like how the locking works here in the first one and in the second one. What do you mean by idempotent and which HTTP methods are idempotent? So this is a very simple question and answered the same. What happens if resources are shared by multiple clients? Do you need to make it thread safe explicitly? I don't think we need to make it thread safe, and nothing will happen even if it is getting shared by multiple clients. What is the difference between at the request param and at the request attribute? So explain him in the difference between these two things. What are some important annotations which you use to create RESTful web services? So I had to write this pseudocode again, like what all components that are like what all annotations I use while creating RESTful web services. Explain the different modules of Spring that you have worked. So explaining all the different modules that I have worked on. So there were questions on those as well. What do you mean by auto wiring in Spring? So explain him in detail, like what is auto wiring and why it is required and what is the advantage of it. So here also they have asked me to write the pseudo code of auto wiring here, different types of auto wiring. Then there was questions on Spring AOP, like when I said I was explaining the different modules, so I have said I worked on Spring AOP as well. So these were the questions related to that, like what is expect, what is advice, what is joint point and point cut in Spring AOP. How will you handle circular dependencies in Spring? So I haven't never encountered this, like usually we have to write a code avoiding such scenario. So I said the same thing, like I will mostly prefer to avoid this scenario, but I was not 100% sure on that answer. So said the same thing, like I'll avoid, rather than going on circular dependency, I'll avoid that circular dependency code. The next question is how to find the middle element in linked list. So I was again asked to write the pseudocode on this. So explain them writing the pseudocode, how can we find the middle element of linked list. What happens when you inject prototype bean in singleton bean? Can you explain the behavior? So explain in detail what will happen when we encounter such scenario. Difference between collections API and stream API. What process do you follow while code check-in? So basically we will raise a peer review. So I have explained him what we follow in my current project. So basically we raise a review before checking in the code. Once the review is done, then we'll check in the code. How do you deploy your code or application? So basically we have a separate Jenkins like a team there, we in our project, so they take up the responsibility of deploying our code. We just need to send them a mail saying to deploy which version of code on what branch, so they'll take up the responsibility of that. So explained him the same thing. The next question was again related to the same thing, like do you write any Jenkins script? So I said I never got a chance to write any Jenkins script. Do you think Java is old? I don't think Java is old. Java will never get old. How do you manage learning? So I use my weekends time to learn new things. So the same thing I have said them, you use making use of YouTube and many other good websites are there, so I'll be going through them. So that those were about the interview questions. So coming to the feedback, I would say this was a very good interview. Everyone was very polite. So after the technical rounds, there was telephonic rounds of manager and HR. So we discussed about mostly about the package things in manager and HR both the rounds. So feedback is very good. Everyone is very polite and very professional. Salary offer was very good. It was close to 60% hike in of on my current package, and interview conducted month was June, I believe, June 2020, June or July first week of 2020. So this was about the science interview experience. I hope you liked the video. If you like the video, you can subscribe, like, share, and provide the feedbacks in the comment section as well. So thanks for watching the video, and that's it for